Welcome everyone to the 12th episode of QCast. I am your host, Glory, and today I'm joined with Pengo1998 from Nexion Armada. Pengo, how you doing?
Horrible.
It's great. And I'm also joined with Rocky Buttclench from Buttclenchean LTD. Rocky, how you doing?
I need sleep.
And lastly, I'm joined with Cringey Buttclench from Buttclenchean LTD as well. Cringey, how you doing too?
I am alive.
Can't you tell that we're all just happy to be here and happy to do this, and we're so glad that we're in the position that we're in?
So close.
I give up. Anyways, well, unfortunately, it's been a little bit of a slow news week in terms of community news and everything like that. Now that, Terran Union seems to be done with all their scandals, even though we keep on asking them to have more scandals, and also Unity League is gone now, so we don't have any more, random shit from them. Well, Unity League is gone? Question mark. We don't have anything from them, really going around. So it's kind of like, well, what are we gonna do? So
most of our content was banned.
what?
So most of our content was banned.
Most of our content was banned. What about our content?
It was banned because the people that generated content was banned.
Wait,
What?
are you talking about us?
No,
Oh,
no, one of the sources of our content, the group that basically created the content, some of them were banned and their stuff deleted.
oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so
You're slow.
sorry, I'm tired. All right, shush. I'm having a fuck. I'm having a long day. It's a great day. I'm happy to be here. Are you serious? There's only 3 people watching? Like, what the fuck? Hold on. Is my
All
thing
three of them are probably us.
is my thing glitched? Yeah, it is. There's only
Yeah.
3 people watching. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Come on, people. What's wrong with you? Jesus.
Well, one of them's me, so... One of
Probably.
them's me.
Fuck's sake. All right. This is gonna
The
go.
other one's probably Glory.
Yeah,
Oh, we've got
probably.
another watcher.
Oh, we do.
We've gained
Okay.
one.
Good. Good.
Good
But
day,
anyways.
sir.
Let's see.
Who
So.
cares about us anymore? We're irrelevant now.
Yeah. Shit.
It's all because we're not on the first page anymore.
Oh no, we scared him off.
We're
no.
we're irrelevant. Yes, we're irrelevant because we're not on the first page. How many members are we out from the first page? I think now. How many? I think it's only 1. I think we were able to get back, most of them. Yeah, we're sitting at. Okay. All right. Well, let's get a move on with our great content for this week. First thing that I want to, the first thing we need to talk about is yesterday. There was some news coming out from. Hold on. There we go. There was some news coming out from NovaQuark yesterday talking about how much they've raised in terms of like private fundraising and stuff like that. It's super crazy. I'm gonna quickly read it for any of you who didn't read it yet, and then we will discuss about said stuff. So, this post is coming from Nomad, and it says, "Hi guys, we have an important news we want to share with you today. We have an important news." Oh dear. Come on, Nomad, you need to work on your grammar, man. We just sent a press release to announce that thanks to your amazing support during the Kickstarter and via our crowdfunding portal, Nova Quark raised $3.7 million from its shareholders. As we mentioned several times in the past, we more recently, in our post-mortem on Gamma Sutra, your support has been a proof that lots of gamers want dual universe to happen. In consequence, our current financial partners are now even more eager to support us. This new round of funding plus crowdfunding mean that, as of writing, at least we raised $7.4 million in total since the company was created in 2014. What does it change? Not much, in reality. The Kickstarter funds have been invested in production and necessary daily operations for a company, and we do continue as planned our road for alpha this September. Despite these good news, we stay careful in our approach and must pay attention to every little details every day. This amount of money may surely sound big, but the truth is, we're not rich. Modern video game production standards, Dual Universe's scope and ambition, and the fact it's an MMO impose costs that need to be considered with care. We need continuous support to make this dream game happen. The more you are with us, the more we can remain independent and strong in future negotiations with financial partners or even publishers. Press release for gaming outlets can be found on our website here. Thank you very much for your commitment. Cheers, Nomad. And then he goes on to reply saying, oh, and by the way, the latest stretch goal is now secured for official release. We'll the latest stretch goal? The last stretch goal is now secured for official release. We'll update the crowdfunding portal next week. So, this is crazy news to hear, for one thing. And I just, after rereading that, Astro, when you watch this, your worries about it being delayed, the alpha being delayed, are basically got, you know, kind of hopefully.
Them getting a bunch of funding doesn't mean that it stops any delays. Delays are caused.
I know, but like he was
funding.
thinking that this article, like he was thinking that the stuff released, you know, was thought that it was going to be delayed. But here, listen to this. What does it change? Not much in reality. The Kickstarter funds have been invested in production and necessary daily operations for a company, and we continue as planned our road to alpha for this September. So they haven't changed it yet, as of yesterday. Might have changed it by now, but as of yesterday, hasn't been changed. So I think, you know, Astro, I don't think you need to worry anymore. It's good to hear that, you know, Nova Quark has been able to, you know, do as much as they have in terms of everything like that. I'm glad that, you know, people, both private investors and, you know, people in the public sector with, you know, frickin' Kickstarter and everything like that, that they've, you know, that they've taken an interest in this game. So that's good. How much is the, hold on. How much is the crowdfunding sitting at? Oh, okay. They updated their crowdfunding site quite a bit. Look, if any
my crowdfunding, it still hasn't updated.
if you guys look at the stream,
Well, mine is sitting at 6.4 million euros.
Yep, that's what mine's sitting at too. So 5 million. So they've updated it to include everything. So 5,728,430 euros equity and 698,208 euros pledged by 9,318 backers. So that's amazing, really. It shows that, you know, people are, you know,
700,000 is the amount that was pledged, and then I guess the other like 5.7 million is probably the total overall funding by also the private backers.
Yeah. No. Well, the 5 million
shareholders.
is all the private people, and then at the top is the total funding. So.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No, you said like 5 million in total. So.
Well, roughly. I was just rough.
Yeah,
like...
yeah. I got you. Just making sure we clarify it for our viewers, our one viewer at the moment. So, you know, just that we care. But anyways, it's amazing to see that, you know, how far the game has come. I mean, it's crazy to think that. So that's awesome. All right. So hold on. There's something said. Okay, we're good. All right. Where was I? Anyone else want to add anything on that?
Nah.
Not really expecting anything to really change. I mean, just more funding.
Yeah, and that's good that they've earned so much. Hi, Atlas. Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. It's very quiet this go around. I don't know where everyone is. I feel lonely. Well, we feel lonely. We feel unwanted in this community now. But anyways,
Speak for yourself.
shut the fuck up.
I'm used to being lonely, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. You know, I definitely think that this will cover a lot of the it'll definitely help to cover the server money, especially during alpha, you know, server prices and everything like that. So hopefully they can, you know, make it happen. Hopefully there won't be any delays like what people were worried about, you know. So hopefully we'll be enjoying alpha in September. Anyways, let's see. What else? What else was I gonna say? Do you think we will use nuclear power in Dual Universe? Guys, nuclear power?
I think
Yes.
it's likely we're going to see some
Yes,
sort
yes.
of.
Nuclear power. We want nuclear power. Get nuclear power now, quickly.
No, screw nuclear power. We need fission. Well, yeah, we need fission. We need Wait, no, sorry, not. I don't think it was fission. I think it was fusion. Yeah, we need fusion power. Screw just fission.
Hey, look,
I mean,
we're
we're gonna be
slowly
covering
getting
massive
more people.
starships.
Dexio decided to join, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm late." Like, yeah, you are. We've been lonely here.
Little bitch.
I want
Don't
to
you
see
dare be
fusion power.
late.
I don't want to see normal nuclear power plant type stuff. I want to see fusion. But at the same time, I mean, if they made it, if the fusion powers, like, you know, to be realistic, we would never have power issues. So I could see maybe it not being completely realistic. But
So, do you even know who I am? Yeah, you're
Yes, we do.
You're the
I really do think we do.
You're that slave in CSYN. I'm a very free, busy man. Sure.
You're a little bitch. That logic.
Yep.
I bet.
Anyways, you want to know what power I want to see in Dual Universe? I want to see coal and oil power. Pollution is amazing, and I love to see it. What do you speculate?
I want to see human power.
What do you speculate
Chemical
fuel for
power,
ships will be?
power
I think
deuterium.
What'd you say?
That's the deuterium. Unless we're talking about directly engine fuel, at which point it's more likely going to be something like hydrogen or something.
Well, I mean, if you remember in the videos that they've shown of their like ships and stuff, they showed off two fuel types, hydrogen and Kurgan, or Kerrigan or Kurgan, something like that. I don't know if Kurgan's like a different like Kurgan's like their own. Is Kurgan even a thing? I've never even heard of Kurgan.
I'm aware of.
So Kurgan's probably like their own imaginary thing, like Kyrium, you know, that thing that the Ark ship's made out of.
Yeah.
So which I mean, that's fine. I mean, I don't care if they create, you know, their own elements. I mean, that's good. They can kind of, you know, I don't know, do things. They can do things. Life is amazing. I'm too tired for this shit. Let's see. So, where were we? Oh, we need to talk about Unity League, because Unity League is fun. We can actually kind of talk about them a little bit more. So, it was kind of brought to my attention, like 2 days ago, that, you know, the X people out of, I want to see paddles so we can have engine rooms where there's just people on paddles doing timed button action cues. Yes, that is amazing. That is amazing, Dexio.
No,
Alright.
better yet, a bunch of hamster wheels with people in them.
Hamster wheels. That'll be amazing. All right. Anyways, will we say but oh, you're I get what you're talking about, Cringey. We can kind of say that, yes, because sure, we'll clickbait the fuck out of this QCast. Basically, Unity League has been a lot of the X officials out of Unity League. Why did I go to my own ID? the ex-officials out of Unity League have been creating a bunch of newer organizations, like trying to, I don't know, pick back up, I think, from, uh, back from, like, pick up all their members that they used to have before they got deleted. And, well, one of them is Galactic Oversight, and basically it's like, yay, we're trying to pick up everything, like, under new leadership and everything like that. And basically it's led by Cringey. Unfortunately, they've only gotten, oh god, Tristan's in there.
They're like a parasite that just won't die.
Tristan, leave, you bitch. Leave fucking Galactic Oversight if you watch this, or else we won't like you. And then also Silver created EMP. Wait a second. Wait 1 minute. That was... I wonder if... Wait. Hold on. Cringey, you said that in the EMP Gaming Discord that he's there for classified reasons. Okay. Fair enough.
Yep, someone's there for classified reasons, and we'll just say that over in public.
What, you're talking about Silver ending up being...
Glory, you're horrible at secret keeping.
Yes, I'm amazing at it. What? What did I do?
We just need to, like, not tell Glory anything important.
I didn't say anything! I literally said... Atlas was like, he's there for classified reasons.
Oh, you're reading what someone else was saying? Okay.
Yeah. What were you...
I thought you were just saying, okay. Well, I'm not in chat. I didn't see the chat. I'm not reading chat, okay?
Yeah, literally. Atlas said he's there for classified reasons, so I just immediately assumed spy. I mean, come on. It's the easiest
I know,
thing.
but I thought you were saying that he was there for classified reasons, like...
No. I just told him to get out. Why would I just... Why would I... Oh, great. We're great with communication over here at GLSU. Oh, and EMP Gaming. Wow, this is a great time for frickin' EMP Gaming just decided to tune in to us, and we're talking about them, and that's amazing. Good for them. But anyways, so, I don't know. But originally, I remember seeing originally that this was between the 3 people who tried to create different organizations under Unity League, like the new Unity League. One of them was Cool Banana, one of them was Silver, and one of them was, and now Sake united them all. I'm thinking now that Cool Banana isn't in Galactic Oversight anymore, I wonder if he got kicked out. And now, Cringey, you said that Silver got kicked out of EMP Gaming. Huh. Interesting. This is going great for, ex-Unity League people. They're really doing a great job at trying to do damage control. Anyone? No?
He's not doing too bad.
Alright. I don't know. Oh, I think... Oh, that's hilarious. They, you remember the Church of JC? Like, they renamed it to the Church of the Creator. That's what they decided to rename it to after, Nizeltar, after Nizeltar put his foot down and told him that they couldn't name it the Church of JC. But they still have the, JC, Orthodoxy. So...
Oh, if Raptor's watching, he should change his username back to Raptor Jesus, because that had nothing to do with the church, and it was kind of a bullshit reason for shutting it down. But
okay, so apparently the EMP Gaming person, the EMP Gaming corporate slave that's in our it's in our chat right now. He's saying that Silver is back, and if you take a look, he is in the administration. So apparently, Cringey, what you said is invalid. He's still around.
I can take a screenshot of you where it says he was banned.
Okay, well, it might have been a joke,
I have a feeling it might have actually been a test. See what the ban thing was.
Alright. Anyways, where was I at now? Speaking of, well, one more thing with Unity League and everything. Now that Unity League basically is done. Okay, well, thank you for that screenshot saying Silver was banned, but it doesn't really matter now. Okay. So, hold on. Let me pull up this thing from DUHS. Here we go. Aha. Bada bing, bada boom. Good old Discord right here. Okay, so after the dissolution of Unity League by Novaquark, the Obsidio Accords, in which a large number of organizations joined together in embargoing Unity League, have been declared null and void by Comrade Demoko and Mr. Star Wars, though they indicate the Accords may return if the targeted organizations ever resurface. Here is their statement. As of August 10th, 2017, the Obsidio Accords are dissolved unanimously. The reasons for the dissolvement include the targeted organizations have been dissolved. It's a great reason. Several Obsidio Accords signatories, pulled out from the Accords for that reason. May the targeted organizations ever resurge and pose a similar threat to when the Obsidio Accords were signed. We may consider reinitiating the Accords. So, it's, you know, I think it's good that they're kind of, you know, that they're gone now. Like the Accords themselves, because, you know, I don't know, they just, after, you know, Unity kind of, you know, went bye-bye, it's just like, why do we need them anymore? So, I don't know, just my opinion on that. Another thing that would be interesting to, if you look at these new organizations created by the ex-Unity League guys, do you really think they're ever really going to be able to get anywhere now that, you know, they're so scarred by, you know, what the boss and frickin', you know,
They could probably still get people. Mostly probably though they're old members. And once they have their old members, it would kind of help speed up getting new members. But it also depends on too on how active they are in recruiting. But personally, I honestly hope they don't get anywhere with it, because I mean, after that, in the fact that they were even willing to be in a group like that and then continue to work with those sort of people, it says quite a bit about them. So I do hope they don't get anywhere. But it will take quite a while, I'd imagine, for them to actually get anywhere again, thanks to the fact that they basically lost all their members and were dispersed. Because I mean, they have of course, I'm sure they probably have a Discord server or something.
They do.
So, you know, I mean, they still have a way to communicate and probably easily get most of their members back anyways.
Anyways, here are any of you guys watching the chat at the moment, or any of you three watching the chat?
I am watching the chat.
Here's what the EMP Gaming corporate slave said. EMP Gaming has some surprises for the dual universe community in the future. No worries, haha. That makes me worry even more.
Please no more dick pics.
Yeah, please no more. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that shit anymore, please.
Last time we got a surprise from the leadership of that group. Yeah.
This is a small community now, but at some point, only the people that were there for it will remember what happened. Most people won't care. It's an interesting comment from Dexio. I don't know. I guess you're right on that, in a way. We'll see what happens. We will crush the opposition, coming from Atlas Warrior. So, so it still sounds like Solar Empire really loves you know, Unity League. I bet you guys are really happy, you know. Anyways,
the thing is, they did kind of put down the foundations for it when they kicked out Soul Secure.
Well, I mean, I see why they did. I mean, you know, I mean, from what I remembered, you know, I wasn't really involved in, you know, external dual universe affairs apart from my organization back during that time. But, you know, from what I heard and everything, I mean, I think they were right in doing it. I mean, but, oh well. I mean, none of you guys were really even involved in the community back then. So
I don't even know when it was. What month was it?
it was back. It was back. Hold on, let me check the state of affairs. It was back in like November, I think.
I wasn't part of the community back then.
That's what I'm
I
saying. You
only
guys.
heard about the game about Christmas time.
Yeah, exact. Hold on, let me check. I think it was. I'm looking at. Kurok's State of Affairs is involved in EMP Gaming's dev team. Mr. Star Wars is involved in EMP Gaming's dev team. Spy! All right. Let's see.
So it's Cringey.
Do you mean the development team that you just took random people off the server?
So Solar Secure joined Solar Empire like as security forces in November of 2016, and then in December of 2016, less than a month later, Solar Secure is kicked out due to misbehavior, such as spamming, among other. Solar Secure. Okay, so yeah, Solar Secure got kicked out in like December, like I think early December of. We are neutral for the time being, of course. Neutral for the time being, of course. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder if they'll keep that up or not. 'Cause you know, I think one thing that I'll say on the whole thing, and you know, they're gonna need to do a lot of work. I'm gonna say this is my opinion on the whole thing, and people want to disagree with me, and you know, fine. But it's gonna be a lot of work for them in the long run, especially to repair the scars that they have after fucking Slacks and fucking the boss.
Yeah, well,
But
see, now that those two are gone, they do have a chance to sort of redeem themselves. So if they play it right, they may be able to get back into
Yeah.
the good side of people.
If
but
they
they'll
work-
still always have that.
if they work hard enough, and if they really clean up their image, they might have a chance. But it depends. It really depends on what Sake J and Silver can do. And I don't think Cool Banana is in there anymore so it depends a lot on what they're doing. So best of luck to them, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter because as of right now, there's not much else we can do. They haven't really done anything. They haven't frickin' like declared war on frickin' Terrain Union and CSYN like Slacks was doing or the boss was doing. So it's like, well, can't really
See what happens in
say.
time.
Can't wait. What'd you say, Pengo?
So we'll just see what happens in time.
Time will tell. Anyways, moving onward. What else? What else is there to discuss about? Yes, the water dynamics that earlier today there was a forum post made. Where's the forum post? Idea box, I think. Maybe? No? Aha! There it is. Water! From Blitz. Our good old friend Blitz the Flox. Yes. Blitz the Fox over at ODY, good old buddy. He said, and I quote, "Alright, we simply haven't the power to do actual realistic water dynamics. Until we find a better solution, I propose we create a water voxel that behaves like any other voxel, except you can pass through it slowly. This is a better solution than the current water texture surface, and is not hard to handle. Note it would not flow and should not be allowed to be in dynamic constructs. Perhaps we can add later that if enough is adjacent, it will add more. For instance, mining water in the middle of the ocean, it would replace itself. Really, I don't see any other simplistic, easy to process solutions." So,
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, you could go with more of a more simulated water system, and then maybe only have it update a certain amount every so often. but then you would have like massive areas where people picked up all the water, and then there's just a massive like hole there with like no water,
Yeah.
but there's water on the outer edges until it updates, and then it would only update and fill it in a little bit. So it would be really funny
Mm-hmm.
looking if you just randomly came across an area where people gathered a whole bunch of water and then left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, water is a really hard thing to do
Yeah.
because I mean, you go with a water that's actually simulated. I mean, you're
Server
looking at a lot of
constraints.
power
Yeah. Server
just to
constraints and
update
everything like that.
how a water's flowing. And if you take out, say, a large section of land very quickly, it can cause a lot of lag. That multiplied by the number of people that could be doing it simultaneously across several planets. So yeah, I mean, it would definitely cause server issues. The voxel
Well,
approach is probably the best.
Yeah.
Or just do what Space Engineers does and just call it ice.
Um,
Even on habitable planets, it's permanent ice.
I'd be for the water voxel idea. I think that's a good way to handle it. I think especially like if you allow people to possibly like harvest the water voxels in any way, like people can like put them, make fountains
See,
and stuff like that. I don't know.
I think Space Engineer does it the right way as far as preserving server power, simply because it's simple, yet it also isn't like so ridiculous that it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I like the way Space Engineers handles the water. You don't actually have flowing water. They just don't have water. They have ice. That would probably be the best way to do it. And then you wouldn't even have to worry about the collision, and it could act like just any other voxel that they already have in the game that you can already use and diamond and like moving ships and all that. So it wouldn't, you wouldn't even need to really make it anything really special from what's already in the game. You could just, there you go, ice. You don't have to worry about water. You don't have to worry about the physics behind it. You don't have to worry about collision for that specific thing. So it would run just as well as any other voxel being used as a building material, whatever, on movable structures.
Dexio, Dexio, I think he's referring to you, Pengo. He says, no, Space Engineers is horrible server-wise.
They're horrible server-wise, but I'm just saying that their water, the system they use in place, instead of having water, they just use ice, as in any other normal voxel that they have in it. I know their freaking netcode and all that crap is horrible, but yeah, I'm just.
They could go the Minecraft route and add it as a block that you can go through.
Well, the thing is
that
the
Minecraft simulates stuff.
Yeah, it's simulated.
For it. It's not. It's
it
not
falls,
a static object.
Yeah.
And it even takes. Yeah. So that's exactly what we're specifically trying to avoid is that sort of thing, because if it flows and all that, it has to update. If it has to update, it takes server time, and it has to figure out where it flows to, how far it flows, and.
That's another thing with the power generation and stuff like that. I've seen some people ask about the hydroelectric dams using like the waters, like trying to dam the water and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I don't
think we'll see it in Dual
Yeah,
Universe.
maybe later on, but to be honest, I don't know.
I don't even know about later on. I mean, if we go with a more futuristic and more realistic power sources of a civilization that would be that advanced, chances are they have fusion power, and fusion power would basically make hydroelectric. I mean, it'd be like the light bulb compared to a freaking nuclear reactor is now.
You must really have some type of hard-on for fusion power.
Hell yeah! I mean, fusion power just uses hydrogen. I mean, that's the most abundant resource in the universe. I mean, so if you could generate power sustainably with just hydrogen and tritium, I mean, that
it's also really expensive to make.
Well, as of right now, it is, because we also don't have. Wait, what's expensive to make? Which part of it are you talking about?
Hydrogen.
No, not really. It's extremely abundant.
Just take just take the O out of H2O. There you go. You got H2. You got you got two H's. Chemistry.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you can get it out of water from electrolysis. It's extremely easy to get, and a fusion reactor could produce quite a lot of power for very little input.
All right. So there's some interesting thing in chat at the moment. Atlas asked a little while ago, Glory, do you think we will get some sort of equipment to make mining faster and more efficient? I think there will be. I think they'll implement that mainly into their skill tree. Oh God! So we had EMP Gaming, and now we have EMP Studios. Damn, it's seems like all the EMP corporate slaves are just joining us. Jesus. All right. So I think they're gonna mainly.
EMP Studios is the old channel for
Yeah,
Unity
I
Leader
know,
before
I
that's
know. EMP.
GVR.
Yeah. I know. Don't worry. I know the whole thing. I watched their live stream back when they originally did it. I watched it because at that time, CSYN was laughing about it, and it was fun to laugh at. But anyways, where were we at? Mining faster, more efficient. Yeah, that'll probably be more than likely implemented into your skill tree, making it, you'll have better ability to mine a little bit quicker. Maybe they'll add in different levels of the, nanoformer to mine stuff. Like you can upgrade the nanoformer, but I'm not totally sure. Maybe not. We'll see. It's too early to tell, in my opinion. Now Dexio was talking about the water voxel. But the voxel idea is interesting. They can have the water bach be interactable using a different mode for mining liquids. It would mine the voxels and replace them if you're in a large body of water, but never flow or anything. Just animate as an effect on the surface, and have the blocks just slow you down and stuff. What about drills? Atlas just asked. I don't know. Are drills even going to be a thing though? Because
I'd like to see them at some point, because it would make mining a lot easier, especially when you go to the very large constructs. You're going to be able to mine faster than just by hand.
Yeah.
So I would really hope that we would get drilling ships, for that reason. I mean, I don't want to sit there mining for 20 days just to build a basic smaller carrier. I mean, it definitely should take some time to get the resources, but the larger you go, the longer it's going to take if you have to do it by hand, especially if you're the only one who's really gathering resources. So, I mean, I would like to see some sort of drilling ship. It could cause some server, it could, cause some issues server side is in the way of performance and available resources, but I would still rather see some sort of drilling ship in some way that's faster than by hand, because by hand I could see it taking quite a while if you have to mine out large areas.
Well, one thing, the thing that they're mainly concerned about, I think, instead of like server constraints, is mainly just gameplay, because they're always like, everyone should have a chance, so like hiring noobs and everything like that. They said no for constructs which can drill for now, but they will look into it. So that is your answer.
I just hope that they had some sort of system for that, because I really don't want to have to rely on by hand, because otherwise you'd have to hire extra help to do it.
Yeah.
And at that point, it gets more expensive and more expensive the larger you go, to the point where it's basically just going to be a pain and not really worth it.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, a lot of this stuff is kind of too early to tell because we don't have a game yet. But I don't know. I'll be interested to see. Hiring help is the point in an MMO. That's according to chat. So, Pengo?
Well, I know I'm not saying you should be able to do it alone. I'm just saying though that there should be a way other than hiring 50 people to mine for just one ship. You should instead be able to say hire 20 people and have them in drilling ships.
I don't know.
I just understand, because with the larger constructs, the build costs are just going to go way up depending on how big it's going to be, and that could just basically be what makes it impossible for someone to get anywhere, because for them to make that one ship, it's going to take them like a month or two just to get the materials alone, if they don't have the money to hire people. But if they have, say, a drilling ship that helps speed it up a little bit, or at least some sort of special thing that increases drilling substantially, then that 1 or 2 months straight of nonstop mining turns down to like half a month. I'm not saying make it so it's completely be able to be done solo, because realistically you could do it solo either way, just it's a matter of time it takes.
I think Lethes has a good point. That's not the idea of dual universe. They go for massive amounts of interaction. So I don't know. I feel like your whole thing, I don't know.
I don't think it would really decrease interaction. It would just be you wouldn't have to rely on as many people. It's sort of a matter of speed, speed and how much money you're spending just to build a ship. Because the more people you have to hire, the faster it'll go, but it'll also take a lot more money because people are going to get paid, want to get paid. You're not likely going to find people going, oh yeah, I'll do this for free, and then spend like an hour, 5 hours at a time mining for you.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
And I mean, at that point, it may even just be cheaper just to buy the stuff off the market, at which point there's even less player interaction because you're just buying the stuff and building it.
The point of a sandbox is that you have to rely on many people.
Well,
that's the fun of it. That's the
well, I'm not
essence
saying
of a
that you don't
sandbox.
rely on people. I'm just saying that you have some sort of mining ship or some sort of system for ships for mining that helps speed up the process. I'm not saying that you make it so overpowered that you can mine solo and build the largest ships in the game. I'm just saying something to make the speed of
Can I just say that I don't agree with what Lethis is saying? That sort of
No, you're not allowed to put in your input, Cringey. Shut up.
Yeah, and I agree there
up.
too. Like what I'm pretty sure Cringey is trying to say. We don't. It's a sandbox. I should be able to do it how the purpose of a sandbox isn't to mean lots of player interaction. Purpose of a sandbox
It's where the name comes from. It's basically you can do whatever you want, like you do in the sandbox when you're a kid.
Oh my, we'll see. We'll see. I'll be interested once we have some form of, game mechanics. Once initial release comes out, I'll be interested to see what we'll be able to do. And, I'll be interested to go back to a lot of these points that we're discussing now in the very early development of the game and just kind of talk and reflect on what was said. I think that'll kind of be interesting and cool once we have a game.
I'm just hoping that the market is reasonable because I was recently playing Black Desert Online. Their market
Recently playing
trash.
Black Desert Online, you mean addicted to Black Desert Online?
Well,
You've been playing that
yeah,
for
pretty much.
days.
Well, okay, so I'm really curious how they're going to do the market system, as they were talking about supply and demand. Because, for instance, in Black Desert Online, the market is it's not a free market at all, and they impose some market fees that are so ridiculously high that it's basically impossible to make any sort of profit on most of the stuff. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to do the market stuff in Dual Universe, because I'll be really disappointed if they have ridiculous amounts of fees. Because the way it is in Black Desert Online, there's 35% in fees, so you only get 65% of the value of what you should have gotten without the fees. So by that time, 90% of the stuff in the game that you can make, you will lose money trying to build and put on the market. So there's very little stuff on the market in a lot of areas because of that. So I'm really hoping that they go with a more open market. Ideally, I would like to see a completely free open market where it's completely player controlled.
I think they want to do that. Now, whether or not they'll do that, whether or not they'll have to control that, we'll see. But I know in the beginning, they've said in the beginning that there will be, NPCs basically dictating the market. Yes, I am using OBS, EMP Studios.
See, even EVE Online has a very open free market, and they still use bots to help stabilize the market in cases where it gets really out of hand. But they don't do it so much to the point where they basically control it. So I have no problem with seeing bots on the market that help control the market. I just don't want to see them going like Black Desert Online, for instance. They set a maximum price you can sell something at and a minimum price you can sell something at. You cannot sell the item for more than that or less than that. So you basically have little to no control over
I don't like
the market at all. Yeah, I don't like that either.
I think
players go screw yourself. You may have spent many hours making this, but you're not going to get crap for it.
I disagree with, if the developers try to control it that much, I would be upset at that, because I think that it should be up to the players to dictate the prices, and I think it will definitely depend. Sorry, someone texted me. Apologies. I think it will definitely depend upon really where they are located in the world, how hard is it to get the specific resource, you know, well, in the world, in the universe, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I'll be interested to see what happens. CyberX controls the market. Yes, he does. He also controls the alt trade, so ask him for any alt accounts that you need, because apparently he's just the king of all alts. So yeah. What game that isn't Space Engineers do you think is good for practicing how to build with voxels? Minecraft!
So I don't know. No, that's not even voxels.
I'm
I don't
just
really know of
joking.
any games that use voxels, because even Space Engineers, you don't use voxels to build stuff.
I can't think of any. Wait, actually, yeah.
I,
There's one.
which
It's
one?
Scrap Mechanic.
Does that one use voxels? Because
Not
I don't
really.
Think so.
I don't remember it using voxels.
No.
Definitely very similar to Voxel.
IQ
It
does not
is
similar
a
to voxels.
similar building system, but I don't think it's voxels.
Yeah, I don't think it's voxels. I can't really think of anything that's voxel based, but I mean, for general like just building stuff and designing stuff.
Apparently, according to Daxio, Scrap Mechanics uses voxels.
Okay. Well, then there's Scrap Mechanic. I use one game I like to use that I think is pretty fun that I build stuff in, and I have plans to build some of the stuff that I built in that I actually plan to build a ship for in Dual Universe is Avorion.
I haven't seen you on Avorion that much.
Yeah, I haven't been on it lately very much.
Just been
But,
it's just
other
been
than-
Black.
Online.
Yeah, it's just been Black
Yeah.
Desert Online or Trove, which you're playing right now.
I've been addicted to. Well, I'm only in Trove because Black Desert Online doesn't like my push top key.
I guess Minecraft is a good start. No, it really isn't.
No,
Empyrean isn't bad. Empyrean isn't bad. I've kind of
It's
gotten
okay.
a little bit back into it. I like Empyrean, but I don't know. I wish there was a little bit more of a multiplayer emphasis on it, because, you know, as of right now there's no official servers for it. It's just, I think it's, as far as I know, it's just all like player run servers, so and most of those you have to pay for, so it's like, well, you know, like, I don't really enjoy playing it by myself that much.
Pay for servers.
What?
You have to pay for the server.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Because I played it when it was like on a free trial one time on Steam, and I didn't have to pay to join a server.
You have to pay to host a server.
Oh yeah, to host a server.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
talking
can
about.
probably get the
To
hosting
join it.
stuff. Oh,
To jo-
You can
Mm.
probably get the stuff to host a personal, like private, you know, LAN server or even internet server for just your friends for free.
Mm.
But if you want to actually get hosted server, then yeah, it's going to cost money. I mean, that's nothing new. That's the same with every game.
Mm. We played on a PvP server with 40 people. Was fun. No payment needed. I don't know. And did I say play, like you had to pay to play on the server? No. I meant pay to host like a server. Sorry.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's the same with just about any game.
I know, but I
really
just wish there would be a little bit more official servers. I like Empyrean though.
Official servers would be nice, yes, but
Empyrean is nice, especially in the single players. Like they have like an actual trading post and stuff like that. Like they have like stuff for servers, but yet like it's not, you know, can't really use it. So it's like I remember my first time in the going on Empyrean, I saw like admin like trading posts, and I was like, oh, that must be something interesting, so I'll go there. And it was like nothing. It was just an empty building, so it's like, well, fuck. Empyrean is good. It's dual universe, but not one server. Empyrean? No. Empyrean ain't. Empyrean doesn't have as much like freedom, especially with the building and stuff like that, as dual universe will. But I do like Empyrean though. Empyrean's nice. You know, also Chuckling Casket has I saw that Chuckling Casket has one. I should get into it, but it's just I'd mainly be going at it alone, unless someone else would help me. But I'm guessing no one would, because
buy it
everyone's
for me and I'll play it.
what?
I said buy it for me and I'll play it.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not gonna buy it for you. You said the exact same thing when I asked about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Like, buy it for me and I'll play it. Because it's just like, oh, I could play that in Arma 3. Like, Fuck you.
Well, I could. That's why I wouldn't. That's why I wouldn't buy freaking PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Chuckling Casket has a server. Seems safe. Yes, it is very safe. It's very
And I-
safe.
and-
There are a bunch
and I
of
say that
very
with
friendly
Empyrean.
pirates.
And I
Maybe.
say that with Empyrean simply because I just can't afford that.
Oh, speaking of space games that everyone seems to love, apparently No Man's Sky is like 60% off right now. I saw someone talking about that in the
So
Discord.
instead
Still
of
not
paying
worth it.
$60, I pay like $40.
No, instead, wait, what?
So instead of overpaying and end up paying $60, I instead overpay and pay like $30.
Yeah, it's like $23.
Still
See,
overpriced.
Around $20 is where I would probably pay for that game at, but
To
I
be
wouldn't pay any
honest,
more than.
I think this new update for No Man's Sky, I watched the update video. I think if they're actually being serious and and showing everything, like personally the videos that I watched about No Man's Sky, like that I watched people playing No Man's Sky, I didn't mind it. So I would buy it. It's just I don't need to.
See, my thing is with No Man's Sky is I played it at one point, less than legitimate, but it was fun for like the first hour or two. After that, I was just like, okay, this is repetitive as hell. None of this stuff is procedurally generated. It's the same freaking thing, copy and pasted all over the place.
I'm sure there's a different ore deposit here and there. Maybe there's a different like weird animal. Maybe.
No, all the animals are like when I played it, like all the animals were the exact same.
The only
just copy
difference
and
is
paste
the
between
colours.
planets. Yeah, the colors were the only thing that was different between two different planets. They would be the same biome and the same type of planet, and then all the animals would be the exact same, except they'd just be different colors.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Best of luck to No Man's Sky. They kind of,
And I think they're getting somewhere. I think they're getting back to be where where they should be. But the thing is, though, what they're getting now, they should have had when they launched, not 2 years later. I mean, a lot of the stuff was
it's a
promised
year
that
later.
launched.
It's a year
Well,
later.
my point though is that this stuff should have been out a year ago.
Yeah,
not a year after launch.
yeah. I think that, to be honest, I feel like this game was kind of pushed out to be, pushed out way too early, personally. But oh well. Hold on. Someone texted me again. Give me a second.
Turn your phone off or ignore it like I do.
I don't like ignoring people. I love talking to people. Can you tell?
Mute your phone like I do.
Alright. Anyways, where was I? I like how we talked about I like how we diverted off of diverted off the water topic to freaking No Man's Sky. It would be fun if we had North Koreans in the dual universe community. Okay. That's amazing. That's fun, Atlas. You have fun with that. Okay.
What do we got?
The last thing we need to talk about, and hey, we're actually going for we're almost on an hour. Can you guys believe that? Well, we've actually done pretty good. That's surprising. The last thing I want to talk about was, I think, in the idea box as well. Aha! Yes. The screen blocks. So we saw the screen units and the screen elements that we got, but this guy wants entire blocks, kind of like like how they have in Times Square and everything, to be just giant ass screens that you can program and everything. So many orgs called True Korean Empire and Kim Jong-un's church. Cringey. I really question your mental state.
I've been questioning it for years.
Anyways. Alright. Also, Pengo. EMP Studios says you are wrong, by the way. I don't know what about, but you're wrong. You're wrong about everything.
I think No Man's Sky.
Probably.
Pango, you're stupid.
Pango, you're dumb.
I don't really care much about No Man's Sky anymore, so I mean, I might play it.
From the flop, I'm never
I
going
might
to
buy
go
it if
near
it ever
this
drops
again.
down to where it should be. But until then, yeah, I ain't touching it.
Hmm. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna read this post from Gronkar, and he says, "Hey guys, I hope there is no thread existing who has this idea as topic, but I couldn't find anything, and as far as I know, there are only predefined screen modules. I thought about having screen blocks in the game where you can use which you can he misspelled which. Dang, he's great at spelling. Which you can use to create huge neon advertising for space stations or cities. You should be able to script them, etc. I think this would be pretty useful and makes cities or stations even more alive. Sorry for my bad English, guys. I'm no native speaker. If there's anything unclear, or do you have any advice, please tell me." And then he posts a picture of, of screen blocks. Now, who DM'd me? Someone DM'd me with the N-word. That's great. You're great in life. Block them. Okay. Moving onward. So, I like the reply from Caritho on below that. It's just kind of like a, oh, code. Well, oh no, that's not code. That's the Objective Drive Yards official YouTube. Damn. Not code this time. It's the.
Wait a minute, they have one?
Yeah, they have a YouTube. You never seen their YouTube?
No.
Oh.
Never even knew they had one.
I'm pretty sure it's called Objective Drive Yards. I'm pretty sure. Just Objective Drive Yards. Let me learn.
Well, it's pretty obvious. It's just in the chat.
YouTube channel. There's not much on it though.
Oh, well, yeah. I just realized that they had to have a channel to. I figured that out. But yeah, Objective Drive Yards. They
Lol, Texio.
wow. Unsub, dislike. Yeah. Unfollow. Oh. They have a few things. They have ship concepts. Frickin' Objective Drive Yards ad. Then their own music. Their own music. I remember first listening to that when they first released that. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. Oh, I remember who this is from. Oh, the guy that just sent me the N-word. He was the one who was recruiting me for EMP Gaming in the private Discords. Did he join my Discord? If he did, I'm gonna kick him. No, I don't think he did. That bitch. He sent me the N-word, and then he's like, "Hi, I'd like to invite I'd like an invite to your organization." Like, really? Really? You sent me the N-word, and then like, okay, you're great. Anyways, moving onward. I love just like looking at stuff and being very unprofessional with everything while I'm streaming. It's great. Anyways, but yeah, you should check out Objective Drive Yards, especially their song, because that's actually pretty good. All right, where was I? So listen to this post from Caritho. He says, "I inhaled the crisp, sharp, painful air. The room was made of glass, lined with billions of lights. This is what happens when you disrespect us, Caritho. I heard muttering on the other side of the glass. It's inhumane. Nobody should ever experience this, Kefir. But he has defied our ways, our people, and our clan. Do it." Suddenly, my eyes were bleeding of crimson tears. They made a weapon that caused them to go insane. The Lightning McQueen Mark II, Destroyer of Worlds. So basically, he's saying just, this could be used as a giant fucking troll. So yeah. Oh, he did join my frickin'. He did join my server.
He's only just joined it, and now he wants in on QCast.
Okay, well, he can get a kick. Bye-bye. He's gone now. Alright, this is why this is, you know, it's like, don't do that. Like, seriously. He, like, okay, you know, this is another thing. You know, if you're gonna do that, don't like send me the N-word and then frickin' try and, you know, get into that. You try then like, hi, can I join in on your guys' QCast? Not going to pay you, but thanks for the promotion. Yeah, I know. That was on my own. That was my own goodwill. I just was like, hey, they're like, yeah. Um, but yeah. Oh, what do you guys think about the screen blocks now that we got all that stuff out
I
of the
want
way?
them.
What? You want
I
them?
want to
Good.
put that, yes, because then, like the cities, for instance, Project Collective, we could have ad space to help pay for city stuff.
Well, I think
Um,
you can use the screen units like even like, you know, you
oh
can.
yeah,
But it would be
things
very hard,
big.
and it wouldn't look that
Yeah.
good if they added in blocks like the picture they sent. That would be epic.
Mm.
Yeah, it'd be more of a proper sort of a screen, like a system for advertisements and such in cities. I
Oh
think
my
it'd be pretty
god.
cool.
Fucking the boss just joined my Discord. Okay, ban him, please. Bye-bye. Nope, you're gone. Why did he... I swear to God, they're just trying to invade my Discord while I'm doing a stream. That's fucking amazing.
This is why you should let.
Okay,
you
if
should
any...
just, like, let
You know, if
bots
any
work.
EMP people are still here, this is why people aren't going to take you seriously. When people like that are going to still do that shit. It's like, freaking, the boss literally just tried to join my Discord, and I'm like, yep, nope, banned. Like, no, don't do that, alright? Frickin',
Like, I can help you. I can make a bot and help you set up your Discord, so this way those sort of people can't really do anything until after they're given their appropriate permissions.
well, it doesn't matter, I can just ban them immediately.
Well, I know, but if you're not online, or someone who can actually ban them isn't online, then I mean, it
This
kind
is,
of.
this is great.
only
This is the
that,
content we've come for. Yeah, me banning all the people from like freaking shit and.
Yeah, and not only that too,
sick.
we could also set it up so this way the bot will take like kick and ban commands from certain people without you having to actually give them like a whole bunch of other like certain
I think
server
Technics
specific permissions.
wasn't Technics gonna offer to make a bot, or was that you?
That was me. He was offering to help me with some of the bot stuff. I believe at one point.
Because I know Yama's been really working on his bot for his server, his dual universe server. So it's like,
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of it down with the Discord bots. It's actually pretty freaking easy.
yeah.
So I mean, like I've gotten plenty of stuff up and running now. Like I've made a few bots now messing around with stuff, so I know how to do stuff and make sure that someone is a member of a certain group, or make sure that they have a certain server side permission, and or be able to say, okay, the person who sent this command does the person have the permission to send this
Oh
command?
wow, a second Lights just joined the server too. I wonder which one's the real Lights. That's weird. Frickin' kick the Lights that just joined. Next week on JUGL, the fake news glory guy bans EMP people for no reason. Hashtag giveaway true story. Yep. Anyways, I remember.
You forgot the hashtag true story.
I remember when frickin' I swear, when back a couple months ago, I remember someone was saying that Lights was like a frickin' spy and everything, and I'm pretty sure it was a different it was a different Lights, right? It was like one of the boss's like frickin' alts that he uses. So let me just kick Lights out. Kick. There we go. This is great. I just love to watch this comedy that people are just like, hey, let's try and raid GLSU. Like, nope, you're gonna get kicked immediately. Not clickbait, gone horribly right. It's like, hi, like, no, fuck you. Get out of here. No one likes you. Okay. Where was I? Well, we've been going now for over an hour, so congratulations.
Time to end. Goodbye.
What? No, not yet.
Time to end. Goodbye.
Wait, Wait, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck? Chapter for my ass? Who the heck is that? Oh god. Roll. Okay, let's everyone's just gonna take a nice little stroll into our Discord server. Let's just Let's just
Let me
take.
make you a bot.
Hold on. We're gonna figure this shit out here. This guy that just joined. Hold on. Who is he? Who is he?
Well, see, after QCast, we can like work on maybe improving the Discord security
I
against
just put up my Discord like stuff on stream. Like let's just take a nice little stroll on learning who these people are and who they're from. I swear, I'm sure EMP just posted this shit. Like, oh, I bet it was
Apparently
Cringey.
he's Technics.
It's Technics. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, that's.
Okay. Just revoke any of the current active invite links and just create a new one. This way, if it's someone giving out an invite link to a bunch of people, you know, it's no longer valid.
It's not really that big
He's
of
on
an
the
issue.
EMP server.
Because
they might be actually doing it via the DU website.
yeah, it can be accessed via the DU website, so it's like I don't really care, but I just want to figure out who these people are.
So that people who just randomly join can't just post everywhere, right?
Yeah, I should be able to. I should redo that, but oh well.
We should like get together and
At
do that.
BVV_Gloria, you like me? No, I don't like you. You're more than likely EMP gaming, so okay. All right. So where were we? So yeah, screen units would be interesting. I definitely think that they'll have to be careful with. We should probably just ignore all the shit that you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Anyways, where was I? Screen units. I think they will have to be careful with trolling and stuff like that, cause you know, like I'm just watching the Discord chat. He's just like, he's asking me for mercy not to get kicked. That's amusing. This is amusing shit that's coming out of my Discord.
Oh
comedy.
my god.
Really, Rocky? Really? No. Just no. Just no. Alright. I think, like I said, trolling will be an issue. So someone recommended that they can like just what the fuck are you posting, Rocky? Jesus
It's from a
Christ.
show called The Weakest Link that used to be on in the UK.
Oh my god. Okay, we're okay. Enough of that. We need to get back on the stream here, people. All right, we need to actually focus on the stream. Okay, so like they can dim the brightness for like all of the like the screen units, so it won't be as crazy. You know, but that would kind of add on something a little bit more interesting, you know, in terms of like stuff like property value and stuff. If like, you know, because when you're in the real estate market, and I'm guessing people are gonna focus on real estate when, you know, if people, you know, make shit and then, you know, especially in cities and stuff like that, like if you're right next to a screen unit that's super bright, it won't be worth as much, like the stuff won't be worth as much money as, you know, the anything that's not, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like adds in more stuff, adds in more immersion for the game and everything like that. So that'll be
people
cool.
won't want to pay, you know, extra or the same amount to be in a shitty area surrounded by industry and stuff like that.
Exactly. So property value, I think property value is kind of one of those things that's been kind of that hasn't really been talked about. I was going to say neglected, but not really neglected, but just hasn't been really discussed much.
It would just be player driven, just like they would hand over a certain amount of money for that area.
I know.
I mean,
but the real estate market in general, just like that's going to be kind of huge. I think once people, you know, especially if they make it in cities and shit like that, that'll be cool. You know.
Yeah, well, that also heavily depends too on whether or not we do see actual, you know, cities actually being established and used to the, you know, the full extent, because the city will take a lot of upkeep, especially in the administration area, because you're gonna need people on 24/7 if it gets popular enough to constantly be ready to accept like applications for housing and buying housing and such. And I guess you wouldn't really need people on 24/7 to handle it, but you would need people quite active that can handle that stuff.
Well, I like Dexio. He's like, Glory, just a side note, note the member list shows user ID, so not a good thing to show on stream. It's fine, you know. Who cares if they got Discord ID? It's fine, perfectly fine. Nothing's gonna happen, right? Maybe.
Turn around on my Discord getting spammed.
Fuck it. You know, at least I showed the person who I hate. At least I showed the person who was just joining my shit for no reason. Fuck it. All right. Just listen. Don't check the channel. Just listen to my voice. Who the fuck keeps on joining? Jesus Christ. I'm done. This shit. We're getting invaded. We're getting invaded by EMP gaming.
This is why we need IP banning in Discord.
Doesn't matter. Okay. So, and besides, we're done with the stream anyways. We're done with everything. There's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, that's just
yeah. So everyone, thank you all for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Really helps get our content out there. And also all the links to everything from our social media to all the links to Pengo, Rocky, and Cringey to all the topics we discussed, except for the fact that we keep on getting, you know, invaded by EMP gaming. You know, just yeah, that they're all in the description except for, well, you know, the EMP gaming shit. But you know, I'll just leave my Discord link. That gives you good enough shit to talk about. But anyways, I am oh Jesus. Happy Afro guy. What the fuck? All right, we're done. See you next week. See you next week, people. We're gonna handle our Discord issues. We're gonna handle our invasion. We're gonna be on damage control for invasion for a little while. Have fun, people. See you next week.
Hello.
Oh, boss. No.